I wonder how they're gonna open. Like for Jacker, the Warrior has a lot of very good matchups, but so does his Druid. Like Druid versus Druid is a coin flip. Druid versus Warrior is well, kind of okay, especially if it's Patron. And Druid versus Warlock, I think the Druid is favored.
So there we go. We have the Druid against the Warrior. It's probably the Patron Warrior again, the strong decks we talked about last semi-final against the Druid. The Druid needs a lot of tempo in the early game to kill the Patron, because later in the game when the Patrons are on the field, Druid is getting a really hard time.
Yeah, but it also depends on the Patron's hand. If the Patron's hand is stuck with cycle, and you cycle into nothing, then Druid can just take the game away because he can drop those bigger minions than you. But the same thing can happen to Druid. Like I had sometimes a bunch of spells in my hand, and well, you can't do anything with spells unless he's at lethal range.
So we have the second turn Wild Growth, but it's really strong, and Druid is getting that Wild Growth, get faster to your bigger minions, and he can also play the Nessus on turn 3. Would you play the Nessus or the Wild Growth here?
I think the Wild Growth is correct because of the Fiery War Axe threat, and you don't want your Aspirant to get axed down. Like if you play it on his turn 3, it's more awkward for the Warrior player because he can't throw out an Acolyte. He needs to War Axe the Aspirant.
Exactly. Good Boy armored up on turn 2. Do you think that's a strong play because you want your hero damage, right, for the Battle Rage?
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about that, but I think it's not a big mistake to armor up, or I don't think it's a mistake at all even. Like you need that health to last and to survive and to stay out of combo range.
Exactly. So Good Boy is waiting for some weapons, maybe the Fairy War Axe or the Death Bite. So let's see what he's doing. It's a slam. So what will he do here?
I think Acolyte is probably his strongest play because Druid has a very awkward time dealing with it because of the 2 damage threat on board. So yeah.
Exactly, yes. He will go for the Acolyte of Pain. And even if he killed the Nessus, he could play the Azure anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's very strong because he can deal with it now.
So he got the spell damage there, so he can kill off the Acolyte.
Slam Fiery War Axe looks really good though for the Warrior player. Yeah.
Yeah, he will go for that. Draw a card. There is the Warstone Commander. He still needs the Inner Rage or something to... Oh! Did you expect that he would kill the Nessus?
No, but it isn't bad because now he can try out a 7 mana drop, and he needs to try out a lower mana drop.
And that's a really huge draw, the Emperor Towerson, to reduce the mana cost of all his big minions like Dr. Boom and Ancient of Lore. Let's see what happens
like,
here.
Do you go off here as the Warrior? You could, well, coin out and whirlwind your patrons, but...
They only have 2 patrons, right? And he can clear 1 with the Drake.
It's like, this is the awkward moment for Druids, for Warrior I mean, because you're not really developing anything, you're just, well, throwing out a minion to die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he draws a lot of cards, but he's not playing any strong minions, and Druid will get his big minions now, like Dr. Boom, Ancient of Lore.
Yeah.
I think the Towerson is the best play here, because...
But what are you really reducing though? Like, it's good that you're reducing a rat and stuff, but it's not super solid. And this was also very interesting. Like you could drop the boom and then trade into the unstable ghoul,
yes.
To like get rid of those 1/1s, because they might be a liability for you later on the game, because they can deal damage to patrons which spawn other patrons,
Exactly, and this is a really strong draw by Good Boy, the Death Bite. He can clear the Drake, and he can set up next turn for a Warsong Patron combo. Bumping into the Boombots, getting new patrons, swinging the Death Bite for the Whirlwind effect, and get the full board of patrons.
I think he's really scared of the damage Savage War can put out. Yeah. Like a Savage War and a Druid of the Claw is a lot of damage.
Oh my god, it's hitting for 6 damage to Boombots.
Yeah, Boombots doing crazy stuff.
He's still going for the Death Bite, and he's hitting the face with it.
Yeah, I like this attack. Like, you can spawn a bunch of patrons this way.
Yes, exactly, and Drake will die anyway from the Whirlwind effect. And now it's really awkward to play the Lore or the Emperor because the Death Bite can trade into it and kill the Drake and the Lore or the Emperor.
Yeah, but you're not too worried. You could play Shredder and like it's something sticky, Shredder or Spirant, but your Spirant itself is like another way for Patron to spawn a bunch of minions, so I think you have to Lore or Emperor here. Like there's nothing else you can do. You could also heal up your Drake.
Yeah, that's actually... And there's
Like
the
that, that's
Innervate.
Innervate Shade doesn't seem bad here.
Yes.
But I think healing up the Drake was better because you... Oh no. Well...
I think it don't matter that much because he will spawn a bunch of patrons anyway. Oh no, he can only spawn 2 patrons, so he needs the Inner Rage here. Still no Inner Rage. I think drawing here is better than go out for the Warsong Patron.
You have to at some point though. I think you could Armor Smith, make some patrons, but
You can also go in for the Patron, swing the Death Bite and go for a Battle Rage. Or go for the Armor Smith and get some health back because he is in combo range. But he will be dead to combo anyway, even if he drops the Armor Smith.
yeah.
So there we go, everyone get in here.
Does Jacker have an answer for this? Oh, he picks up the swipe, so
Yes.
that's like a board clear.
Yeah, he can Wrath the first Patron, swipe the second one.
Yeah, you don't want to do it the other way around.
No, definitely not. Because the swipe will deal 1 damage to all other minions and it will spawn just some new patrons. The card's a little bit buggy. It's spell damage. It's not. And that's 1 dead patron. And this is gonna be the second dead patron.
Yep. Giving him some armor, but well, it doesn't really matter at this point. He needs another wave of patrons
Yes.
or an OTK to survive.
He played the Shade here for
Yeah.
value, but he could also innervate his Shredder. I think the Shredder is a stronger minion at the moment because it's a little bit more sticky for combo or...
Oh, we see Good Boy actually playing the Shield Slam version, which is the version I was playing. I think
Yes.
it's really good if versus Paladin as well, because you can Shield Slam and an Avenge minion.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, we discussed the Shield Slam last semi-final when you were playing. We saw your Shield Slam, we were discussing it because it's a new card in the Patron, in the first Patrons. You didn't see it often.
yeah, you had Bromosh in there and stuff.
Yeah, exactly, yes. And now you see the Shield Slams to get a little bit better against the Warlock, the Handlock matchup, and exactly against the Avenged Paladin minions. And there we go, there's the Emperor Taurusson reducing.
So many threats on board now.
Yes. And nothing is 2 attack or less, so it's Patrons.
Oh, this is good for a Good Boy. You can get a bunch of armor.
Bunch of armor and a bunch of Patrons.
Or is this lethal? Wait.
1 second. No, it's definitely not lethal again. Oh wait, 1 second. No,
He gets off 2 whirlwinds. So
yeah, 2 whirlwinds. So that's 7 and 7. It's 14. And 3. 3 equals 5. Is it lethal? No, definitely not. Okay, let's see what we go for.
Patron math is hard math.
Yeah.
Let's see if Good Boy can do it. I think it looks like
Yeah,
a
he goes.
lethally. It looks like a lethally turn though.
Is it? It's. Oh wait, maybe it is. No, it isn't. No. Is this lethal? We will find out soon.
Either way, you get a bunch of armor, which isn't bad
Yes.
for you.
Oh wait, that's 4. That's 2 more. He forgot to attack with the armor smith, so he missed 1 damage there.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, he missed 1 damage, right?
Oh, the mana rate.
The mana rate. Okay, let's see. There's the force of nature. There's one part of his combo. He's still
I
waiting
think
for the savage roar.
I think Good Boy thought he had lethal there, or maybe he said that was an error because he attacked into the shredder.
Yes. Let's see.
But I don't think he really messed up. The patron as well could have been a viable turn.
I think he was going for the armor because he wanted to get out of lethal range.
Yeah, but how do you win though? You need stuff on board. Like you can get all the armor you want. You're not gonna outlast the druid.
No.
I've got the beast.
There's the big game and for an easy clear on the floating berserker. Probably he will trade also the keeper for killing 1 more minion. I think he will go for a board clear.
I must safeguard the
I think both Warzone commanders are dead now, right?
Yeah.
So how is he gonna win the game? He got his patrons, but he wasted 1 for a win, or 2, 1. He wasted the death bite. He still got the inner rage, but the board is really strong.
Yeah, he could like draw a death bite and just go face.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's
But
the
I-
way Good Boy wins here.
Yes, but I think he will be dead next turn anyway.
Yeah. We see the force in hand from Jacker, so
Yes. So I think this will be lethal for Jacker. So he got 6-7 damage in hand. And he got 9, 16, and 8, 24 on board. 19 on board, so he will be 1 damage off if he will armor up. And there we go. And the patron is reduced. So he needs the death bite to...
oh, Jacker's actually playing a Belcher. Like, a lot of people are cutting this from Druid as well.
Yeah, it's also because of the death bite trading really easy into the Belcher with the 5 damage.
And the 1-2 spawning. But I think if he plays the Belcher, he pretty much locks up the game. Like,
yeah, if he plays the Belcher, he can trade the Shade into the Emperor, go for face, and just oh, he's going for Force of Nature. Wait, this is the game, right? Did we miscount?
oh yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. We miscount.
Oh right, because the Shade gets a buff.
Oh,
That's-
exactly. That's what
yeah.
we forgot. Yes. So that's GG for Jacker.
Alright, Jacker boys taking the first victory.
So the Druid is out now. He's left with the Warrior and the Paladin. So it's 1-0. Good Boy has to make a comeback now. Will we keep playing the Warrior, or will we change his matchup?
His Warrior is very good versus everything. Like, Good Boy is really experienced with Patron and he can play the mirror quite well. And it's not bad versus Secret Paladin. I think like it's favored even. But his Druid's taking a win is very important for Jacker, like, especially versus Patron.
So what do we see here? We see the Warlock against the Paladin, and Jacker is pretty famous about his on his Paladin deck. He was top 5 legend,
Top 4.
top 4, even better.
Yes.
And he's playing against the Demon Lock of Good Boy. And you see Roos Gaming is bringing the Warlock decks.
Yeah, and well, I was bringing Jacker's Secret Paladin as well because Jacker told me his win rate versus Warlock was around 90 to 100%. Like, I think he had 1 loss in a bunch of matches. So he believes like his Paladin is favored versus Handlock.
Yeah, it's really difficult for Warlock to kill all the minions on the board, get a minion on board, and also win the game. So Jacker will spam the board, and Good Boy will probably draw a bunch of cards, and Jacker will
So
play.
do you? Oh, you tap here. Okay. Like he could also play the Sun Fury to contest the juggler.
Yes.
But a Jacker's version from Paladin is very aggressive. Like it doesn't run Tyrion or anything, and it also runs double Divine Favor, which is really good versus handlock. So
And there are all the secrets with the Secret Keeper, and that's a really
yes.
it's a really cheap 3/4 minion, only 1 mana.
Also makes Hellfire way more awkward.
Yes, exactly. And there is the 3/1 Void Caller.
Well played.
Let's see what happens here. The
Very
Void-
interesting to see what Jacker's gonna do now. If he's going to proc it or not.
Is he gonna hit?
And he sees that it gets nothing. I think he's really happy about that.
And there are the towns. Best player, hitting the knives. All calculated. And Good Boy is almost dead, and he didn't have anything for his Void Caller to come out. Not a Morganas or a Doom Guard. There's the Twilight Drake.
Twilight Drake is okay.
Yeah, he can town it up next turn. If he survives this turn.
Yes.
So he is. Can he win this? He got 10, 12, 13. No, only if the dude hits face. No, he's 2 damage off lethal now. But now it's really awkward. Is he gonna attack and play into the Molten Giants, or is he
Yeah.
gonna wait 1 more turn?
If he pushes face, he can put him at 2, and which is really low. But then Good Boy could come back with his Molten. I think Jacker's smart enough to not fully commit and just set up for next turn.
Maybe he's gonna trade the Drake. He can trade the Secret Keeper and the weapon into
Oh,
the
yeah.
Drake because of the buff of redemption. Yeah, that's good. And now I'm curious if he's attacking or not.
You can also see like Good Boy doesn't have removal so far in his hand, so like if he would have had it, like he would have played it already. Hellfire would have been very great here.
Okay, so probably the Molten Giant with Towns will come out, but will it be enough? Yeah, for 1 turn it will be. So let's see what happens here.
Possibility.
And Jacker got a really big turn on turn 7 with the Dr.
Yes.
Boom.
the very fearful turn 7.
Yeah. Turn 7 Dr. Boom is their other play.
Indeed. It's rarely you have something else to play than Dr. Boom on turn 7.
So many
But like,
possibilities.
what does he town up? If he towns up the Giants,
There's the Watcher.
okay, that's good for him.
There's the Molten Giant with the Taunt. Let's see what he will draw. Oh!
Wow, the
really
turn
big-
6 into turn 7. Oh boy.
The top deck Mysterious Janitor on turn 6. And there we go, the Christmas tree. Oh, it's just a small one.
Yeah, he didn't get fully lighted up. Well, he already played Competitive Spirits and
Exactly, yes.
Repentance, so...
And he will only play 1.
Yeah, you've seen 1 Molten Giant, and I think you just go face here.
Yes, because if he had 2 Molten Giants, he would probably play them both.
Like, even if he Shadow Flames your entire board, you don't care because you have a bunch of secrets up and a Dr. Boom to play next turn.
Yeah, because the shielded minibot will return to the field with, so that's 2 damage, and then the Avenge will proc, and the Cockhammer, so that will be lethal anyway. So Cookboy get a really hard time here.
I think he's just gonna check for what secrets actually he plays. I don't think there's a way for Good Boy to really win here.
I think not attacking here was the better play because now you proc the advantage.
Yeah, but I think you're dead either way from Good Boy's point of view, and
Yes.
you want to know what secrets he plays. So that's why you get some information.
So there's the owl.
Okay, we see a Hoot Hoot.
So
Oh.
he can go for Watcher, Owl, Shin Fury Protector, but will it be enough? I don't think so.
He finds a way to survive, but yeah.
And there we go. Game 2 also for Jacker, and that makes it 2-0. So now only Jacker has to play his warrior deck, and that's probably the Patron warrior
Yeah.
we talked about a lot.
Taking a win with Patron shouldn't be that hard, especially with Good Boy still having his entire lineup up. If he gets the right draw versus Druid, for example, then well, he can just take the game straight away.
Yeah. So the warrior and the warlock could possibly win against the warrior or Jacker. Only the druid is gonna be hard. So probably that's why he picked his druid first, because if he wins that this one, he will have a good shot of taking the game anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I think Druid is the matchup he wants. So why didn't he pick Warlock though?
Sorry?
Why didn't he pick Demon Handlock though?
Sorry.
Does he believe like his Druid is better?
My plan.
At the end, it doesn't matter that much
Yeah,
what he picks, because he
indeed.
has to win with every deck. But maybe if he picks the warlock, he can take a win and get some momentum, get some good energy.
Yeah, that's true. Because you basically know their deck already. Like Patron, pretty much every Patron deck is the same.
Yes, exactly. And let's check the Patron hand. It's really strong. He got the Death Bite and the Patron for turn 4 and turn 5. If he picks up the inner range, this game will be as good as over, right?
Yes.
So there we go with the Acolyte for some more card draw. Looking for the inner range to combo his Death Bite with the inner range
But
Patron.
Good Boy can do like a crazy turn here.
Yeah, he can interfate his Dr. Boom, right?
Yes, but you're gonna let the warrior draw 2 cards, so the likelihood he has execute from he gets execute from those 2 cards are pretty high. So yeah, I like the silence here instead of the Oligo.
You won't want to give the Patron that many draws because he can draw into all his strong cards.
Gives Jacker a very good Death Bite setup.
Yes. So what will we do now?
Oh, double innervate! Wow, that's the thing about Druids.
I
Like,
think innovating the Dr. Boom is really strong here, because if he plays the Patrons here and he swings his Death Bite, the Boom Bolts will proc and can kill the Patrons for 2 or 3 damage.
yeah.
Or it can get really awkward and it will hit for 1 and spawn even more Patrons.
It's pretty much an RNG fiesta at this point,
Yeah.
like with the boom mods. But still, like Jacker is favored to win the outcome.
Yes.
So he's gonna wait 1 turn and not take 7 damage to the face. Otherwise, he could have Patron coin Whirlwind it, hit with Death Bites, and just like get a bunch. So this also.
Is he gonna swing here? I guess he won't.
Oh, I'm very surprised he actually attacks into the boom mods, because are you that afraid? Like, you could Whirlwind first, like have 2 Patrons on board, and like if it hits 1, you can just make a bunch more with Death Bite hit.
Do you raw for 2 or do you raw for 4? Do you want the card draw? I think you go for the card draw because you're missing some strong cards.
Yeah, indeed. You want combo in your hands, so I guess it's reasonable to check where it's gonna hit.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And it hits for 1.
Oh, it actually hits on the Armor Smith too, so he could rat to cycle now on the Armor Smith, which
Yes.
is better than cycling on the Acolyte, of course.
Yeah, you don't want to give him any more health.
So it's like these little things that really help you get victories. Like if he would have traded into the Acolytes, like to try to put the RNG in your favor. But we're just going to see a bunch of get in here, and yes, Boy's going to have a really hard time dealing with this, especially since he just used the Wrath.
So there we go. Even more patrons.
Everyone getting in there.
And there we go. So what can he do now? This is gonna be really awkward.
You could charge into something, innervates, and well.
Yeah. Maybe he can taunt up and let him trade his patrons because he can't clear anyway. And if he doesn't have the execute, he has to trade 2 patrons.
Yeah, that's okay, but still, like you're in a very dire spot.
Yes, exactly. You can hero power and kill one. So taunt up, kill 1 patron. So only 1 patron will survive. And even if he uses the execute,
I wouldn't mind seeing the innervate BGH here, just to like have something else to combat those patrons. I really enjoyed the charge. Yes, the charge is way better than taunting up because taunting up just dies to execute, and well, this way, like at least it's at minimal it trades 1 for 1.
That's
like,
exactly.
And it doesn't die to just like a slam execute.
Oh, and there is the Warsong Commander with the unstable goal. That are 2 really big draws. He can play the goal now, trade into the 4-1, and spawn 2 more patrons for 12 more damage.
So you saw Good Boy had a really hard time dealing with those few patrons, and now like you just get a bunch more.
So every time you clear 1 or 2 patrons, next turn there will even come more.
Oh, we actually see a way to clear him.
Yeah, there's the combo. So I think he has to use the combo to clear. So there we go.
Yeah, you leave the 1 health up. Like it doesn't matter.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you clear the Warsong Commander here because you don't want to play into a 1-turn kill with floating berserkers.
Yeah.
You already got 2, so.
And also, like, whatever Jack is gonna play, like, you can swipe, and it will take out the 3-1. So
he's going for the Emperor to reduce his floating berserkers for the 1-turn kill with the next Warsong Commander that's still in his deck. But he could also go for the Gnome's Inventor for some more card draw because Emperor doesn't do anything on the board now.
yeah, but having a 5-power minion out on the board versus Druid is quite okay as well. Like you have the coin in hand, do you really need all? Like,
Yeah, and the Druid is really
you
low
don't
on
need
health.
to like cycle more, like to get more value out of your Emperor. I think like this is enough value. It's actually pretty crazy value.
So let's see. Oh, and there is the Savage Combatant. It's a new card from the new set. What's your opinion about this card?
I'm not sure. Like, I haven't played it myself, but it's a 6-mana card, right? Because of the hero power.
Exactly.
So it's very good removal if it sticks, but it's really bad if it just gets traded away.
Yeah, I played the card on the last LAN event, and it helped me a lot of times to clear 3 health minions like the patrons.
Oh yeah.
Or against the aggro decks.
You definitely can see it being played there. But versus Handlock or something, I think you'd rather have a Shredder than a Savage Combatant.
Yeah, I played. Oh,
We actually see the swipe to the face here.
wow. Okay. So, and there is the Whirlwind. So he only needs his Warsong Commander, and this will be game. Hey, he's
You
playing.
could actually just flood the board with a bunch of minions and, well,
Yeah, push for damage.
push for damage. Yeah. You have a taunt up, so you're not that afraid from combo.
Do you clear the Savage? Or do you go face?
I like 5 damage to the face.
Yes, exactly.
The blade be thirsty.
And there is the
You
floating
could
berserker.
clear one. Or Whirlwind Execute is probably better, like it pretty much guarantees you.
Don't kill the pilot shredder, because 100% it will hit the Doomsayer. Because this game is Hearthstone and it will give Doomsayers.
Yes. Like Shredder can really mess up a game with a ghoul or something. Like.
And there is the second Savage.
Right. Well, you can always see what you get from Shredder, but it's not gonna help you, right?
What's gonna help him here?
Jacker conceding. I think that might help him.
He can pick Game Hunter the A3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's not dead, right? It's actually a pretty good comeback. Because he can BGH the 9-3. He can clear the 5-3. And there's only a 2-3 on board. Oh, and there is the Warsong top deck. And this is lethal, right?
It's very lethal.
So there's the top deck Warsong for lethal. I thought Cookboy is coming back in this game, and there, bam. RNG
He still had a
hits.
bunch of weapons involved.
And this is a 3-0 sweep from Jacker. Well played, he's going to the grand final.
Very well played, like from both sides actually.
No big mistakes, we saw there, right?
No, not really. Like I didn't really see any mess-ups from Gookboy's side, and very strong play from Jacker's side. So
Yes, exactly. His lineup is really strong with his own mate Secret Paladin.
yeah,
gave
we
him
really saw. Well, he had to turn 6, turn 7. Like with every Secret Paladin deck,
Yeah,
if you have that, like it's pretty hard to come back then.
He had some really huge draws. He drew the turn 6 Mysterious Challenger, and the last game he drew a lethal with the Warsong.
Yeah.
But
But he
still-
also had some weapons, so like his outs were pretty good.
So congratulations, Jacker, for winning this game. In a
So
half
it looks
hour.
like we're gonna have a Sector 1 versus Ruse 3 final.
Yes. We're gonna have that. So I wish both luck, and we will see you guys in around half an hour, I guess. Between the way, we will watch the LCS World Championship on the big screen, and after that we will go on with the grand final. Jacker against Arne, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So keep waiting, check the LCS, and I will be back soon.
All right, thanks for having me.